Welcome to what is probably the most classic matchup of the last 5 years. We have in the blue Hera facing up against MBL here in the red on Arabia. Is there anything that happens more often in Age of Empires? I kind of doubt it. These guys are known for playing long hours and playing mostly each other on Arabia. We have Hera playing as the Japanese in the northern part of the map. And in the southeastern, we have MBL playing as the Aztecs. So Japanese versus Aztecs should be a good classic matchup of civilizations, as they are both infantry civilizations that tend to go into archers. Japanese, we know what they're going to do, probably into crossbow, into archer. Aztecs probably going to be doing a pretty similar thing, probably going to be seeing an eagle switch at some point. The Japanese have good answers for the eagle switch with their own infantry, but infantry normally are a little bit slow to deal with eagles. Japanese also have semi-recently been buffed up in the cavalry department. They're kind of a little bit of a do-everything well, but nothing great civ, except their infantry is pretty great. If we take a look at the maps, the layout here on this very green and verdant Arabia, we can see berries are a bit forward, and on this hill for Hera, the gold pretty well protected here, as I would expect some walls to come across here and here, but I don't know, maybe not a lot of walling necessary. Kind of open, it's one of the middle Arabia. It's not completely open, it's not completely closed off. For MBL, you have a nice safe berry patch in the back. The gold more forward. I think you prefer the berry patch in the back, as that hurts you less early on, and then later you have the issue of trying to secure the gold. But here, if you lose the berries, you just lose control of everything. So, Hera, gonna be trying to keep the berries. Interested to see if we're going to see a Dark Age play. Both of these civs are known for their men-at-arms or militia plays, and I think we are. MBL already has a villager out here. I think it's going to be a pre-mill play. Not sure about that. I take it back. It's not going to be pre-mill. MBL already out here, looking like he's getting ready to drop a barracks. Hera, he does have the wood for a barracks, but has not yet dropped one, I do not believe. Yep, just dropping a house and adding the mill in. I don't think either of these players are going to be doing a rush based on the timings. Normally, people at this level are doing like a 2 militia pre-milled rush type of thing quite often. Not normally. I shouldn't say normally. I should say often. He's got that measured perfectly. Hera with that boar kill. So close to losing it. But one more arrow would have probably done it in from the town center, but he measured it perfectly. Hera, just gotta be careful. Ooh, little dancing scout action. Watch this, watch this. Let's go back. Look at this. Oh, look at that spin. Look at this spin. Boom. All right. MBL, over here. Four on wood for MBL, and that to me says barracks right now. Barracks there and barracks there. So the players are matching each other almost perfectly. Hera with 3 seconds of idle TC time. MBL with 0, but you got 4 on wood for each. You got a barracks coming down. Now the 4th on wood is later for the Japanese. Why? Well, because Japanese have cheap buildings, cheap eco buildings. This cost MBL 100 wood. This only cost Hera 50. Up here, MBL being annoying with his Eagle Scout. Loom on the way for both players. Feudal Age is on the way for Hera, and he's going to be getting some men-at-arms. MBL's going up 1 villager later. So it's going to be a 20 pop up. No, take it back. MBL's doing a very late drush, while Hera is going for men-at-arms. Interesting. That's a late drush for what you're normally seeing these days. Interested to see how it works out, as Hera probably doesn't realize. No, he has to realize, right? He has to realize based on the score that he's up, but his opponent is not. But he's got his own militia here, and in a minute and a half, they'll be men-at-arms. This is bad. They need to get over here in a hurry. It's just going to head forward. It's fighting off the villager, or the Eagle Scout, and the militia. He's got to micro back his villagers. He's just headed forward. He is not bothering to do anything but fight this off with villagers. This villager is very weak. 10 hit points on this one. He pulls it away. This one dies. Hera down a villager. And this is not good. This is not what you want to see. Like I said, the berries are pretty important to maintain control over. Because now, Hera, he doesn't have the food that he would normally have right here. Okay, now he's unable to get men-at-arms out right away. Still no men-at-arms. He's getting his eco upgrades and has no resources for men-at-arms. So this is turning into a feudal age rush type of thing. So that's not great. Not great at all. Gonna lose his lumber camp here. Archer's gonna come out though for Hera, and that'll clear things up for him nicely as he's getting chased away by an awful lot of villagers. MBL, wow, with the walls. That's a little crazy. Men-at-arms finally comes in, and these are Japanese men-at-arms. They attack very quickly, very effectively. Archer's finally coming out now for Hera, so this is a little dicey for Hera. He has lost a villager. The villager numbers are actually pretty heavily in favor. Wow. He's lost 2 villagers, Hera has. The eco numbers very heavily in favor, though, of MBL. Why is that? Ooh, bad play from MBL. Not paying attention there. He was quick walling back here. Has these men-at-arms now quick walled in, or rather out. They're not quick walled in. This is still open, but they are quick walled out. This does allow the archers to get here and annoy this wood line potentially, as the archers now are showing up. I'm just a little confused. You can see Hera does have 50 seconds of idle TC time, but MBL at 24. I'm a little confused as to how there's such a big difference. Hera doesn't have wheelbarrow. Obviously, Hera has gotten the vision tech on his buildings. Town Watch. You can see the difference, maybe? I don't really know for sure. I would say Hera has to have gotten Town Watch, has Loom, but MBL has those things as well, at least Loom. Now these men-at-arms are walled in, costing MBL a lot of wood to keep them walled in, and they attack very quickly. So that's nice. 2 villagers occupied there. Hera gonna switch sides with this. And this is idling MBL a bit. Hera does have the score lead. I'm not completely certain as to why MBL has the score lead. Or sorry, why Hera has the score lead with 5 fewer villagers. Just really a little confused about that number. 5 fewer villagers is odd to me. And this is annoying, man. Hera, you can see it reflected down here, the worker efficiency over the last minute. Hera is about, 7 or 8% more efficient because of this. And yes, I do have the villager boxing gloves mod on. Gotta have that on, right? Like, just got to. Whoa, he zoomed out really far. Forgot I could do that. Hera finding his way further in, kills a villager, and does have MBL off of that gold, where there is another gold back here. These men-at-arms still not out, but very close. This house is so close to going down, and I can't tell if it's going up or down. Hera has taken control of this game. Hera has absolutely taken control of this game. MBL just now arriving to the feudal age. That's why he had... I did not realize that. What was I paying attention to? This is a terrible situation for MBL. He's been in the dark age this entire game, and he built this tower too close. Has to delete it and rebuild it. Terrible situation for... Wow. A terrible situation for MBL. 0 military to the 12 Japanese military of Hera. And there's a hole. This archer just walked right in. This archer just walked in. Where's the hole? Where is the hole? That doesn't look like a hole. Is it above? It's above. But Hera didn't notice. There's only a hole if Hera notices it. And this is why break through here? Oh, he wants to get these 3 men-at-arms out. I see. So Hera gonna go get these men-at-arms out. Breaking them free of their prison. And oh, that villager. Okay. MBL notices. Now, MBL, he kind of likes being in this situation. Because guess what he gets to make? It's skirmisher time, baby. Skirmisher time. Now this army's together. The 4 men-at-arms, the 6 archers, and they can break through anything in a hurry now. The KD's 8-3 in favor of Hera, 2-1 on the Eco KD in favor of Hera. So, not a big situational difference here. And Hera's about to get in. 37-38 villagers. Hera on the way to Castle Age. MBL, not even close. This is kind of terrible. Still terrible. Got the faster attacking men-at-arms in here on the skirmishers. All of these guys have to idle and run away. Hera can't really engage. There's enough skirmishers out now for MBL that the engagement's a little bit sloppy. So he's just going to back away and make crossbowmen. Well, it's not just going to back away. He's going to back away, take some pot shots at villagers, and so on. If you look over here at the peaceful base of Hera, these villagers don't even hardly know there's a war going on. All they realize is their tax dollars are not coming back to them and improving their lives. It's just making someone else's war go a lot better. But that war is keeping them very safe at the moment. As Hera all over MBL's base. Looks like Hera's gonna get his army cleaned up here, but does some more damage. 5 villager kills now, as Hera's still behind in villager numbers, but that is because he's aging up. And here comes more archers, and these are going to be crossbowmen, and a second archer, and a stable already added. So knight's gonna be coming out to join the crossbowman, crossbow knight. MBL, he could probably just call it GG. He's not going to. It's MBL. Why would he do that? But he probably could. I'm excited to see what he can pull out from this situation, because this is a terrible situation to be in. Full age behind. Well, yeah, full age behind your opponent. However, the villager numbers are about even. The military numbers about even. You can see Bodkin on the way in as well. Castle Age is coming in for MBL though. But it's not going to be a complete waste. Castle Age on the way in, but the knight. One knight changes everything here. There is an easily accessible place right here to get in. I hear a lion going off, or jaguar, sorry. Weird. I don't know why I could hear that. But that jaguar, that's the English saying, jaguar, was, yeah, not dying happily. 12-6 on the military, and this knight gonna make that KD even better. Taking care of all the skirmishers. 2 skirmishers remain. And now there's 1, and then there were none. Wow, it's a good book. Agatha Christie, and then there were none. Read it sometime. You'll enjoy it. Almost promise you. Such a good game. Good game called by MBL. Oh, let's check the statistics and see how that went. Sorry for the stutter. It's a little bit early in the morning. For me, it's not early at all. I'm tired. Christmas vacation hits hard, you know? Hera, great KD. And the army high. The economy, you can see Hera had a better economy. That was due to idle time, not actually villager numbers. His MBL generally had more villagers. But here is the difference. Hera locked MBL in the Dark Age. I think MBL was basically on the way up and just decided to go with militia. And that should have been, he should have waited and gone up and matched Hera's timings. But just that was the game. That tells the game right there. Society stats don't really tell the story of the game. Pretty even with, you can see MBL being ahead much of the game, not matter. APM stats and Hera playing pretty quickly as he does. I hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, drop a like. If you want to see some more, consider subscribing. If not, that's all right. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.